Hello everyone, Tom Gressy here again with another Conan Exiles video. Today we're going to be looking at the Trebuchet. The oil jar, or the explosive jars or whatever, they're good for attacking a small time base, you know. Even if it's a little bit more upgraded materials, you can use those to get in the door. But, you have a base like this that's got, you know, it's tier 3, it's got a front door that's heavy, it's got, you know, double lined walls with stacked foundations and spiky bits all over it. You're gonna need something with a little bit more power, to say the least. So I suggest building a Trebuchet. Now, obviously, this comes with a whole slew of problems when you're raiding somebody. If you set up a Trebuchet, they're gonna kind of see that. So you got to make sure you have everything that you need to build the Trebuchet ready to go. Because first you have to build the foundation, then you have to build, you know, all the parts up to the actual trebuchet. I believe you have to build foundation, then the plate, then the frame, and then you put on the actual trebuchet part, I believe. It's got two different types of ammo. It's got the explosive demon fire, I believe it's called, explosives. What's it? Got demon fire barrage, and then it's also got the siege bolters. Obviously, the explodies do a little bit more damage. That's why I have them loaded in. But there's a couple things you need to know. This launches projectile, obviously. Over here is your pitch or angle, whatever you want to call it, firing angle. This is where it's going to let it go. It's going to let it go at a 45. Okay, so it's going to go up at a 45-degree angle before it comes down. Alright, so you can increase that all the way up to 100, I believe. No, up to 80, okay. Then it goes down to negative 25. That means it's going to let it go when it's like right there. It's probably going to hit the ground in front of us. We don't want that. The zero angle, that's coming off straight off. It's not going to come off at, you know, up here in an arc and go over. It's going to be like, whew. It's going to be straight off the top. So probably don't want that one. It's probably a little too straight on. So I'm going to kick it up to 10 degrees. See if that's enough. Also, you want to keep in mind that these are counterweights. The more counterweights you have, the farther it will go. Okay, this is probably too many counterweights, but I just want to give you an example of how this works. So once you have it all dialed in for your percentage wise, you want to kind of give it a look here and see right down the middle. That's about the direction it's going to go. So we should be good to hit the door. If it wasn't, you can hit these, and all you got to do is run into them. You don't have to actually hit a button or anything. Just got to run into them, and they will move the trebuchet back and forth. Okay, and we'll just check the trajectory here again. Looks like we're pretty well lined up. Alright, so get up on it, and I get probably not on the actual wood there. It doesn't matter, it doesn't move or anything, but as you get to the where it says trebuchet, E for options, open on this side, so you go ahead and hit the button. Did I not load it? Also very important, you want to be able to put what you're firing in here. Now, it won't actually move one up here, but it tells you you have 15 of them, and as long as there's one in here, they will be fired. You don't have to keep reloading it. Yeah, forgot that little detail. Alright, now that everything's set and ready to go, we'll hit this button, and away we go. As you can see, we overshot a little bit. So what we want to do is go over here to the angle. Okay, and we're going to go all the way back. 5 degrees. Now, it won't fire until you reset it. To reset it, you gotta do that up here. Okay, it has been reset. Go ahead and fire. Oh, that one hit inside. We still want to go a little bit less. As far as I know, there is. Let's try. As far as I know, there's no way to make this any faster. So yeah, just keep tapping the button until you get where you want to be. I think we're gonna go 0 on this one. Seems to be pretty good, I think. Oh, almost forgot to reload it. Alright, let's see where this one goes. Not bad, not bad. Now, if we wanted to go that a little bit less, but stay basically where it is, what you would do is go in here, take out one of the counterweights, go ahead and reset, come back over here, and fire drill. And as you can see, that was a much better shot. Now that we got that pretty much squared on that door, we can just keep firing. If you have more than one person, obviously this goes a lot easier. You can put a couple people on here, one to reload, one to fire, one to set the pitch, or you can just do one reload and one to set the fire button in play. That was one direct hit. It took us 4 to get to that point, so keep that in mind. You're going to want to bring a lot of materials with you. You're going to want to bring supporting crew, like maybe a rhino or 2 with some ammo stuffed in it, that kind of thing. But anyway, let's keep firing. That was 2 direct hits on the door, and as you can see, it's a very large area that gets affected. So we just, and oh, we got the first door down. That was what, 2 direct hits and a gate goes down. But they have a second gate inside, so we gotta keep firing. This should get the second gate as well. At the same pitch. Oh, we're a little off. So let's see if we can tap this thing here and yeah, more of an angle than I wanted. I just yeah, once you get a spot that you want to just keep bombarding, then it's pretty easy. Just go back and forth, reload and fire, reload and fire. Now, as we can see, the inside door is still up. And that should take care of it. No, not quite. Oh, there it goes. Alright, so now the door is open, and it only took like 4 to get in that door. Okay? But we want to see what it would take to blow open the walls a little bit. We're just going to turn the angle a little bit. Oh, that might be too much of an angle. Yeah. Go back this way just a touch. Yeah, what the hell? We'll give it a go right there. As you can see, that's a little bit long to hit the front wall. So we will tap this a little bit. Oh, Apparently, if you get stuck on the edge, it just keeps going. Good to know. Also, you want to get out your repair hammer every now and then and take a look at it, just to make sure it's not taking any damage. And fire. Oh, wrong button. Fire. Alright, actually, you know what, let's take out one more stack. Start hitting down lower. That didn't go lower worth a dang, did it? And it is starting to knock some stuff off the wall there. Knocking off some crenulations, which will weaken the defenses. Figure another shot or two and we'll be good to go. Alright, so that altogether was about 20 of those demon fire shots. Did fair enough damage. We got the door open and we're able to get in, so it is successful in that aspect. However, now that we're in, we're going to have to do a little bit more work and break into the inside building, but this was just to showcase the Trebuchet and how effective it is. Now, I'm not going to go into how to build it and all that good stuff because there's plenty of videos out there for that, I'm sure. That pretty much sums up that. We are in. The door has been broken. Obviously, if you have more ammo and more people helping you, you'll be able to seize the place more, but this is just to give you an example of what the Trebuchet can do. Now, if you have the luxury of building a Trebuchet in an area that you can hit another person's base with, then it's all great. But it's a little hard to do that sometimes, so I can understand why this isn't necessarily the most popular way to go about it. But this is the most damaging way to go about it, I guess is the best way to put it. Every one of those shots is 2 barrels, 2 of the explosive jars that you make, and some twine, so that's not very bad at all. They also have the stone ones that, I mean, all it takes is stone basically to make a boulder. So I think it takes coagulant or whatever. Same thing the hardened brick does. But anyway, that one's super cheap, but it does like 1/3 of the damage. And it's more directed. It's not all over the place. As you see, that was a big fireball. So the rock only hits wherever it hits, obviously. But that pretty much explains the Trebuchet, I think. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments. Otherwise, have a good one.